Get ready to get in the game. Stretch, strengthen, live, and thrive. You can be a winning athlete in the game of life. It's the Peel Appeal with author and corrective exercise specialist Matt Peel.
Hey, this is Matt Peel with the Peel Appeal podcast. What's up? How are you? What's going on for you today in your world? And I say a lot of world because as I'm recording this, the World Cup is going on. And for me, it is the coup de grace, the holy grail, the whole shebanger of football or soccer for me. Because I've played since I was first grade, all the way to kind of some semi-pro ball as an adult. So for me, right now, literally is the happiest time of every 4 years. So I hope you're enjoying that too, because it's pretty damn fantastic, if I say so myself. And so with that worldwide view, we're going to talk about something that is also a worldwide subject, as some of the studies I'm going to get to you are from other parts of the world. That's the best thing about where we're living at this point in time in our lives. So we've gone on this topic a little bit before, and we're going to revisit it because I saw some new research about it, and it intrigued me. And I thought it'd be interesting to share it with you because we're all aging, right? We can't fight that, even though I like to say I'm Peter Pan and never grow up. But that's just emotionally and mentally. Physically, I have to. So if you think about it this way, remember that commercial, I've fallen and I can't get up, right? That old lady on the ground. So if you think of it like, I can't open the spaghetti jar. Wait, what's a spaghetti jar? I know. What happens when you can't open it, and then not only can you not open it, but you're not even sure what the spaghetti jar is? So your grip is at risk, but is your brain also at risk? It's possible. So grip strength is a predictor of various health risks, like cardiovascular. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But could it also be a predictor of cognitive decline? I didn't think it was, and I'm still not sure. The jury may be out, but there are some things that have come to light. Well, I say somewhat recently. I guess I just saw the research recently about cognitive decline related to grip strength. So let's review a little bit from our National Academy of Sports Medicine, Get a Grip, Continuing Education. And it talked about, for aging, grip strength was inversely associated with all-cause mortality, with a 5 kilo reduction in grip strength, cardiovascular mortality, non-cardiovascular mortality, myocardial infarction, and stroke. So meaning as your grip weakened by 5 kilograms, these other health risks went up. So grip strength was a strong predictor of all-cause and cardiovascular mortality than systolic blood pressure. So if your grip is getting weak, then that's maybe something more alarming to be pay attention to than just high blood pressure. So there's a lot going on. So some of these other things says, based on research and the practicality of hand grip dynamometry, right, the measurement of grip strength has been widely adopted as a singular indicator also of overall strength. Do you suffer from a weak grip? Have you thought about it? Do you have problems opening a spaghetti jar or even just the bottle of water? Regardless of your age, it's something that you need to be aware of because it could lead to other health problems down the road. Some of the other interesting statistics on the grip says that from the perspective urban and rural see, even I can't read sometimes. Epidemiological, I'm a retard, study says researchers measured grip strength in nearly 140,000 adults in in 17 countries and followed their health for an average of 4 years. It said each 11-pound decrease in grip strength over the course of the study was linked to the following risk: 16% higher risk of dying from any cause, 17% higher risk of dying from heart disease, 9% higher risk from stroke, and 7% risk of heart attack. So we know that it's out there related to your heart. Now we want to talk a little bit about your brain and the cognitive decline of your brain. So I'll tell you a quick story about natural decline of strength as you age, and I probably talked about it in the previous podcast on Get a Grip, but we'll rehash it today. So a few years ago, I opened up a 2-liter bottle of soda at my parents' house and poured something for my mom. And then I closed the 2-liter bottle back up and put it in the refrigerator for them. Well, lo and behold, I had no idea. But the next time I came to visit them, they live in California, I live in Louisiana. I think it was at Christmas time. This was over the summer, and I came back Christmas time and did the same thing. And my mom said, wait, don't close the bottle so tight. And I said, well, what do you mean? I just closed the bottle. She goes, the last time you did that, we couldn't open the bottle up again, and we had to throw away almost a full 2-liter bottle of soda. So that's also one way to get them from stop drinking Coke. But it's important, right? As my mom's aging, her grip is weak. Yes, she's a woman also, so weaker than mine, and yes, I work out. But that's a big indicator there that grip strength is important for daily activity. Right? Because if you can't open up the bottle of soda or the spaghetti jar, then you are running into some problems. So how does that all segue into the new research that I was looking at? So I get this email from some lady. Who is this lady? Her name is, I'll tell you here in a second, PhD Heather Ausenblas, Wellness Discovery. For some reason, I've signed up for her email list, and I have no idea how the hell, why, or when, but I get her emails, and some things in there are pretty interesting. So there was a study in England that said associations between grip strength, brain structure, and mental health in over 40,000 participants from the UK Biobank. This is in the National Library of Medicine, and from September 9th of 2022. So not yesterday, but not all that long ago. And they just wanted to measure grip strength in relation to cognitive decline. And so they did a study with over 40,000 participants in the UK, and they talked about a 5-kilo reduction in grip strength and what that meant from a cognitive basis. And so the results is that, I'll just kind of read here, that says we found that greater grip strength was associated with better cognitive functioning, higher life satisfaction, greater subjective well-being, and reduced depression and anxiety symptoms while controlling for numerous demographic, anthropometric, and socioeconomic confounders. So basically they were just trying to see is it a risk for psychiatric illness and neurodegenerative diseases in older adults. The background is, however, existing work has not examined how grip strength relates to a comprehensive set of mental health outcomes. So also talk about, I'm just kind of reading here, that further grip strength of females showed stronger associations with most behavioral outcomes than males. And the baseline grip was related to cognitive performance, around 9 years follow-up, which the first effects much weaker. So basically, said the study revealed widespread associations between stronger grip strength and increased gray matter volume in your brain, especially in subcortical regions and temporal cortices. So what the hell does all that mean? It means if you have stronger grip, you have more brain matter. So your cognitive decline is less. And what does that mean is that you can function as a normal adult longer. The conclusion says, overall, using the largest population scale, blah, 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 our findings provide the most well-powered characterization of interplay between grip strength, mental health, and brain structure. So what do you need to do? Work on your grip strength. Apparently, that's what these studies show. There was another study that talked about the same thing. It said associations between hand grip strength and dementia risk, cognition, and neuroimaging outcomes in the UK Biobank cohort study. This was in June of that same year. And their objective was to evaluate the association between hand grip strength and dementia, reduced cognition, and then those same poor neuroimaging outcomes for middle-aged adults. And they looked at people from 39 to 73 years old over a 4-year period. And then I guess they were analyzed from October 2021 to April 2022. And it basically showed the same thing, that weaker grip strength means more cognitive decline. So outcomes include cognitive test scores, brain MRI measures, brain volume, white matter, hyperintensity, all these things, dementia, blah, 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 what have you. And with the 5% decrease, the 5 kilo decrease in your hand grip strength was associated with lower fluid intelligence scores in men and women, worse odds of correctly responding to a prospective memory task for men and women. Also said that greater white matter hyperintensity volume in men and women, and also with incidence for dementia in men and women increased. So it said these findings suggest that the hand grip strength is associated with measures of neurocognitive brain health among men and women, and adds to a growing body of research indicating that interventions designed to increase muscle strength, particularly among middle-aged adults, which is you who's listening to me, may hold promise for better brain health. So what does all that mean? It means get a grip, people. Work out your grip. It's not just for your heart, like the first class I talked about on it. It's also related to cognitive decline. So if you're not working out, if you're not doing anything to increase your muscle strength in your hands, you're missing out on a lot of life down the road. Your chance of heart attacks increase, cardiovascular risk of death increase, your chance of dementia increase, you're on a faster train to cognitive decline than those of us that are working out and measuring our grip and strengthening our grip, And it's not just hearsay. These are actual studies that are out there, and they're not just here in America. These are from the UK. There was another one with older men in China, and it talked about a similar situation, that the weaker the grip, the more cognitive decline that you have. So, their study provides new evidence that the relationship between grip strength, global cognitive function, mental intactness, and episodic memory, and this was in the Chinese elderly population, but basically emphasized the importance of improving both grip strength and cognitive function. So baseline grip strength has a stronger effect on subsequent episodic memory, which carries public health implications. Maintaining optimal grip strength may be an effective intervention strategy to delay age-related cognitive decline. So once again, work out. It's mandatory. It really is mandatory. Because if not, then we all know what happens to you just from the other stroke, dementia, diabetes. So what are you going to do? How do you get a grip? How do you improve your grip? What are some of the exercises that you can do to improve your grip? Well, there's two ways to do it. You want to think about crushing, like crushing grip, your fingers to your palm. So that's more like, holding a dumbbell. And then pinching, like your fingers to your thumb. So what can you just hold with your fingers and your thumb, not really wrapping your fingers round. And then how do you support them? And then how do you carry that load for distance or time, both ways? So a great exercise that I do for everybody is called a farmer's walk. You're going to hold relatively heavy dumbbells or kettlebells in each hand, stand up tall, shoulders back, and try to walk around the gym and hold for about a minute. Now, the goal, Dr. Peter Attia says, is to be able to hold half your body weight in each hand. So if you weigh 160 pounds, you'd be able to carry 80 pounds in each hand if you're a man. And I think if you're a woman, I think it's 40% of your body weight. That's how you can build your strength. The other way is to do things like pull-ups, if you can do a pull-up, or even an assisted pull-up. You can do things like back rows with barbells and with dumbbells. Anything that you're going to hold without the assistance of a strap is going to improve your grip. Working out, that's one of the first things that people seem to notice that they're not strong in, is being able to hold the weights long enough to do the motions for, say, deadlifts or straight leg deadlifts. Your grip gives out before your legs do. So that's part of the training, is getting your grip in sync with the strength in your legs, strength in your back. So work on that. It's important. I just gave you all the research on it, and if that doesn't do it for you, I don't know what's going to, because no one wants to be, having dementia and cognitive decline. No one wants to die of heart attacks. So these are great, simple ways that you can help fight off both. So as we start to wrap this up, I know I threw a lot out there, and it might be kind of haphazard or sound haphazard. I was reading some of the studies and trying to break them down into basic human English and not necessarily scientific read. But the moral to the story, ladies and gentlemen, is that our grip is important. That spaghetti jar, you want to open that. If you're living alone, you're getting older, you have no one else to help you out. You got to be able to do these things just to maintain basic quality of life. So you got to lift relatively heavy weights, barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells. They all help. Complex movements like back rows, like deadlifts, also boost cognitive function because you have multiple joints and neural pathways being built in your brain and maintained through neuroplasticity to help prevent cognitive function. The CDC says working out can help improve executive function, speed of processing information, and short-term memory recall. So get on it. Get out there, get in the gym, lift the weights, or do it at home. Figure out something that's going to improve your grip strength. The science is there. Just do it. Stop fighting it. Just do it. One way you can also help a little bit is with my online programs. While they're not specifically about grip strength, they do help reduce your chronic pain. They can help you with your balance, your coordination, your agility, and some of your strength. You can go to my website, mattpeel.com. Click on the button on the top says I'm in pain. It'll take you right to them. Stretch at your desk, strength at your desk. Easy to use, right at your fingertips every single day. A whole panel of stretches and exercises meant for you to do right there at your desk, whether you're at home or whether you're at work or whether you're working from home. It all does the same thing for you. So go check it out. I guarantee you it's going to work for you. And I guarantee you when you start working on your grip, that's going to work for you too. So until next time, I hope you're enjoying the World Cup. This is Matt Peel, the Peel and Peel Podcast. I will talk with you later.
Are you ready to get in the game? Get personal help, sign up for our newsletter, and pick up your copy of Athlete in the Game of Life, the book, all at mattpeel.com. Thanks for listening.